can be nerve-wracking. They are a crucial part of the hiring process, but we want to help you make the best first impression possible. That's why we asked Amy Symington to come see us, the founder of Finesse Worldwide, to help us through the job interview process. How are you, my friend?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Okay, so let's talk about job interviews. These really start for those of us interviewing before we even walk in the door for that interview, right?
Absolutely. So I would say the first thing you want to do is do your research on the company. You don't want to ask any questions that you could find the answers to on the website. You want to do research on the interviewer, so stalk them. Go on to LinkedIn, find out where they went to school, where they're from, if they've written any posts lately, if they've shared any articles. You want to be able to really get to know them a little bit ahead of time so you can ask some good questions when you are in the interview.
And it probably saves you some time too, because then they don't have to explain their whole CV to you. You can kind of like, you know, jump right into the good stuff.
Yeah, shows you actually care and really want the job as well.
I love that. Should we get there on time? We don't want to be late.
Definitely don't want to be late. So if an interview is in person, get there early. Be calm and collected. If it's a virtual interview, you absolutely want to be there ahead of time in the room. Check your audio, make sure your background is good. They're not seeing your bed. Have everything all ready to go so when they are there, they're not waiting on you and you are set to go.
So many people are doing those virtual interviews, but sometimes there is, as part of the process, maybe later in the process or whatever, an in-person interview. How do we make that good first impression when we're seeing someone face to face?
So just imagine that even as soon as you pull up into the parking lot, that anybody who sees you could be evaluating you. So you want to, leave your phone in the car, right? Be present, smile at everybody, greet everybody. When you do end up shaking hands with somebody, being introduced to them, shake hands with a really strong handshake. Look them in the eye, don't look away even a little bit. That just shows a sign of insecurity. So you want to really be able to be ready and then also make conversation. Because a lot of hiring managers will say that they know within the first 5 minutes whether they want to interview you or not. And that's typically the time you're just making small talk. They haven't even started talking about your resume. So be prepared to know a little bit of something about them or the area, just to ask some good questions.
How important is that idea of projecting confidence? I think, so often in those moments we're uncomfortable anyway, right? So we got to kind of fake it till we make it.
Yeah.
But for some people, projecting that confidence is really, really hard. Why is it so vital?
Because it shows that you are secure in yourself, that you are competent, that you can do this job. So the best way to show your confidence is to prepare ahead of time. Get yourself ready, look the part, really make sure that, like, I'm wearing some more corporate looking interview outfit right now, but look the part, be prepared, think of all the questions you need to, and then go in there, have good eye contact, good posture, good handshake, and really show that confidence as well as the warmth.
I have a minute left. Now we get in there, we did do all the things you said. Now it's time for the actual interview. What should we do or not do in the actual interview?
So I'd say don't take notes on your phone. Just put it away. If you want to bring something like a leather notebook or something and take notes there, have questions prepared. And speaking of questions, you want to think about all the questions that they could ask you.
Yeah.
Think of the answer so that it comes top of mind. You want to be able to say good things about yourself and your accomplishments and give some good details. So just be prepared. Know that everything, again, you're sort of on stage. They're going to be evaluating everything.
What is, really quickly, and I hate to do this to you quickly, what's a good elevator pitch? We hear elevator pitch. What does that mean if I'm going to elevator pitch myself?
So if someone says, well, just tell me about yourself, you want to go through all of the highlights. You also want to give some of your accomplishments, what you feel good about yourself, what you've done. And it's short. It's like 30 seconds, maybe a minute. So your highlights, and that is a short amount of time. And then I'd say at the end of the interview, don't forget to send an email thanking them and even a handwritten thank you note. Nice touch.
It goes a long way, the handwritten
does.
thank you note.
It
Amy,
does.
you're the best. Let's put the information up on the screen. If you want to learn more, you can certainly go to Amy's website to do that. Always good advice. Good to see you, my friend.